Hi everyone, I'm Jess Fox with CedarFIT and I'm excited to take you through the SuperHero circuit today for your cardio day. But really quick before we get started, let's do that specialty roll. So make sure you've got your heart rate monitor started. We're gonna have some really good heart rate opportunity happening today. Today we have the piriformis roll. So the piriformis is a small little muscle that the best way I would describe it, it's not necessarily a glute muscle, but it's located from the hip to the back of the hip and it feels like a deep glute muscle. That's the best way I can describe what it may feel like. Maybe a little bit pinchy when we get on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lift my left leg up. I'm gonna roll my body weight over to the right side of my outside of my hip. Find that little bit of pinchiness. Once I get on it, I'm going to hold. A lot of times after lunges or squats or shin slide lunges, we may feel some added tension in there. Once you find it, hold it. You can also do a straight leg variation, which would be holding in that same spot, but straightening out that leg. And what it does is creates a different length in the muscle. Go ahead and spend a little bit of time there. If you're finding a lot of tension there, please take a little extra time, pause the video, and get it worked out. Okay, so today, for the SuperHero circuit, we have 2 sets of exercises, set A and set B, 5 exercises per set. We're gonna go 6 times through those 5 exercises with a timer of 25 on, 5 off. We'll have a 45-second water break in between sets A and B. That's where I'll lay out all of B exercises. So for right now, I'm just gonna focus on the exercises for set A, and then we'll get that timer started. So first exercise we have is a T squat, wide toes, wide knees, jumping up into that T, getting those arms off to the side of the body, so this is the end position, or your non-jumping variation, inhale on the down, exhale on the up. We then have a tire up, so if you have a tire or an elevated surface like a set of stairs, you can go into that tire up, which is a jump up, or a jump up, land, stand. Now I'm gonna say that out loud one more time. It's a jump, land, stand. If you don't have a tire or an elevated surface, you're gonna do the floor jump. Jump, land, stand. Side, jump, land, stand. So the same thing that we do on that tire, you're gonna be doing it on the floor if you don't have that surface. Okay, single leg balance. One leg down. This is going to be your only active recovery. So breathe here, let everything relax, and then we're gonna pull it back up for that next exercise, which is a jump rope or a hula. So if you have a jump rope or a hula at home, I'm gonna be showing you both. I'll be kind of alternating throughout both. The other option, let's say you don't have a jump rope or a hula, let's go ahead and do a plus hop as your choice. So starting with your feet in the center, forward, center, side, center, back, center, other side, center. Now, if that bothers the knees, it's a forward, back, step, or hop. So here's that forward, back, step. Those are gonna be your replacements if you don't have a jump rope or a hula hoop. Last exercise for me to lay out is a forward plank crawl or a burpee. That forward plank crawl, if you're on the ground, it looks like this. Opposite hand goes forward to the opposite knee. Stay controlled. You don't have the space and you need to be on an elevated surface. It can be a plank with the knee in, so just drawing that knee in. Or if you have the energy for it, we have a burpee. Jumping out into that plank, bringing the feet in, jumping up, or stepping out, stepping in, and standing up. Let's go ahead and get that timer started. The things you're gonna need: jump rope or a hula, a surface to do your plank knee in or your burpee on, and if you wanna do a kettlebell swing instead of a T-squat, that's an option. Timer is gonna get going here. You can play your own music if you would like to. Okay, you've got 3, 2, 1. T-squat, hips back, jumping all the way up into that T. Try to really plant those feet at the bottom. 6 times through this. First time warm up. Sets 2, 3, 4, and 5 are gonna be intensity. Set 6, we're rounding it out and being ready to move on. So in this first set, I want you really focusing on getting the arms, shoulders, back, knees, hips warmed up. Tire up or floor jump. I'm going to assume most of you don't have a tire at home or you're maybe not jumping on a tire, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay out the floor jump first. Notice my hips are in constant motion, but I'm still stopping at the top of my squat. I'm not doing a squat jump, which is repetitive. We have that later on. So I'm trying to really distinguish for you the difference between the floor jump versus squat jump. If you're not jumping, it's up to your toes. Single leg balance. We're doing this 6 times. Therefore, you can do 3 and 3. If you know what leg is less balanced, we always try to enforce this. Put that leg down 4 times. Your more balanced leg, put that down twice. Soft knee bend, unlock the toes, breathe like crazy, because this is your active recovery for set A. Only real one we've really got. Let's go into those forward plank crawls. Oh no, it's jump rope or hula. Or forward back step or hop. Sorry guys. So jump rope, hula. If you don't have either of those at home, it's a forward back step or hop. You can also do plus hops in place. Remembering here on the hula hoop with the jump rope, with the forward back step and hop, always switch it up. So you always lead right leg, lead left. Now we're gonna go to your forward back plank crawl or burpee. So if I had a cup of coffee on my back, water, maybe my favorite bowl of cereal. I love cereal, I love granola. I'm not gonna let that fall off my back. So I'm keeping my back flat, lats are engaged here, breathing. It is active recovery, but it's active recovery with movement. Okay, T-squats. Wide toes, wide knees. Let's start looking at a little bit of intensity. So whatever intensity you had on set A, I want you to take it up a few notches. Big inhale as you reach down, big exhale as you take the arms to the side. Here is where I need you to start putting in the added work, because if we get to sets 5 and 6 and you haven't gotten that heart rate to spike, you're really gonna have a hard time getting what you need from today's workout. So here's where I need you to start pushing it. Floor jump or tire up. Jump, land, stand. As fast as you can control. So that means never go faster than what you can do to maintain control and quality of form. So if you start to lose quality of form, you start to feel tension in the joints, slow it back down. But if you've got it, jump, land, stand, go again. Jump, land, stand. Don't rest at the top unless you are in a lot of trouble and you need that recovery. Balance. I'm gonna go to my difficult leg again. So my left side. Breathe. Find that calm in the storm. It's placed so perfectly right in the middle of those 5 exercises. And so it really gives us the chance to allow those heart rates to get back where we need them, because once we get down, we're gonna push off the bottom of that swimming pool and take our heart rates right back up. Jump rope, hula, or forward back step or hop. So if I always lead with my right leg, I now need to lead with my left. That's one of those ways to mix it up. Arms are driving, feet are fast. I'm down in that lower position. Take a big breath in, and I want you to double time it right here. Pick up the pace, fast, fast, fast. Slide on those toes. Feel the little bit of burning happening in the quads. Breathe all the way through it. One big breath in, big breath out. Forward plank crawl. If you're not doing the forward plank crawl, it can be a plank with the knee in. Keep your hips level. So I don't want the hips dropping side to side. Hips stay level, bringing that knee in. The other option is a burpee. You can tell I'm waiting for as long as I can to have to lay that one out. But if you've got burpee energy, I'm gonna pull you through it on that next set. Pull that knee in, keep that chest squared off, back to the top. Set 3. It is not time for you to pull intensity down. The only reasons we should be pulling back on our intensity. 1, we have tension in the joints. That doesn't always mean pain. It may just mean a little bit of a tinge or pressure. Pull it back. You are feeling lightheaded or dizzy. Pull it back. You can't regain your breath. Pull it back. If none of those things are happening, I need you to really push it on these sets. Okay, tire up. Jump, land, stand. Notice I'm landing in my squat position. That was sloppy. Jump, land, stand. Same thing on the ground. Jump, land, stand. Finding that amount of turnover, that pace that you can still maintain quality, control of the movement, but that's also bringing good challenge to your workout. Single leg balance. I'm gonna go again. My more challenging leg down. Bowl of water, so I'm finding my hip bones right here. And what I'm looking for is that one hip bone isn't up higher or drop down when I go into that balance. So we're trying to find that level hip bone, breathing in and out, through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm gonna have to take my jacket off. We've got jump rope, hula, forward back, step or hop. So getting into that forward back step or hop. Here's the hop variation. Good movement through the feet, so I'm really getting that good clearance. Now take a big breath in. Don't have any pressure in the knees. You're feeling okay energy-wise. Let's take it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna count you down. 8, 7, oh, wow. Forward plank crawl or burpees. I got you on this one, guys. Let's go for those burpees. Hopping out, hopping in, jumping up. Get yourself on that elevated surface. Do not work through lower back discomfort. So if you're starting to feel the pressure in the lower back in your burpee, slow it down. Make sure that's not happening. So when you jump out, hips stay level with the shoulders, feet in, jump up, back to the top. Big breath in. T-squats. Let's pick it up a little bit. Options here. We can add a little bit of traveling forward and back. The one thing I would advise is sometimes in that traveling, knee pressure develops. If that's the case, remove the travel. Take a big breath in and double time it. So maintain control, maintain quality, but take it up, take it up, take it up. Good, breathe. We have a tire up or a forward jump. Back to that. Taking the hips, feet up, land, stand. Step or jump off, land, stand. Soft, soft landings. If you're not jumping in the forward jump, toes, land, stand. Toes, land, stand. So I'm still creating, driving energy through my legs, even though I'm not jumping, so I'm still getting good benefit from that. Single leg balance. Still, I'm gonna do my last balance leg again. Calm in the storm. So if you're watching your heart rate, we should be keeping it pretty moderate to high 70s, low to mid 80s, dropping it to mid 70s on this exercise, and then picking it back up to those high 70s, low to mid 80s. Okay, going into your jump rope, hula, forward back step or hop. So if you're in that forward back step or hop, intensity, intensity. If you're with that hula, bring the feet together. Switch directions of that hula. My hair is always in the way. Okay, bringing my feet right together. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of a balance challenge to that hula. I did put my left leg down, my left balance leg. Make sure you try that. Forward plank crawl, burpee. All right, burpees, out, in. Whoa, squeeze my voice. Out, in, up. You are escaping the escape tactic. When you jump your feet out, one thing I want you to be sure of is that you don't shift your weight to your feet. If your socks are being pulled down on your heels or into your shoe, it's possible you have too much weight shift happening as you jump out into that plank. Random fact, but I would look into it. Okay, step 5. I still need you to pull strong with me. We're not quite at that point where it's time to take it down a notch. So we're still looking for that intensity. Exhale on the down. Inhale on the down, exhale on the up. Watch those arms from the side. They're not going back behind me. They're coming straight off to the side of my body. Breathe, tire up, floor jump. Again, not jumping, toes, land, stand. I'm gonna say this out loud so you can follow me and get used to the pattern. Toes, land, stand. Toes, land, stand. Jump, land, stand. Jump, land, stand. Toes, land, stand. jump, land, stand. Saying that out loud, hoping that kind of helps you guys with getting used to that movement. Balance. We have squat jumps on the second set, on set B. That's where I want you to think about the repetitive. Land and rebound, land and rebound, land and rebound. The jump, land, stand is different. So I'm just kind of trying to draw the difference on those two exercises. Breathe, recover. Okay, going into your jump rope hula, forward, back, step, or hop. As I said on that last hula. Now I'm going to put my right foot forward, bring my feet together. Got a little bit of traveling going on. Bring my feet closer together. Traveling, circling. Always, always, always find those little ways to really change things up for our bodies. We're gonna really find new benefits when we do that. Okay, plank, knee in, burpees. If you have burpee energy, please, by all means, I would love to see you go into those burpees. If you're needing that active recovery, take the plank knee in. Keep that chest pointed at the wrist line. We don't want to start getting here. This is an exaggeration, of course, but flat back. As you bring that knee in, my hips don't lift. It's not here. Keeping that back in line. Last time through. This is the one and done set. I still need you to push through this set. You have a 45-second water break. I'm gonna lay out the next 5 exercises, but in that 45-second water break, it's your recovery. So on all of these exercises, knowing you're checking them off the list, what work can you possibly put into them to make yourself proud that it's done? You're currently now moving into your tire up. Okay, let's do that out loud. Again, jump, land, stand. Jump, land, stand. Woo, my voice. Jump, land, stand. That was sloppy. Now I'm gonna look at on the ground. Jump, land, stand. Jump, land, stand. Jump, land, stand. Jump, land, stand. Okay, you get the flow, right? One leg balance. I got 4 sets on my my more dominant balance leg. Now I'm gonna move over to my less balanced leg, which is my right leg. I'm gonna put that leg down and breathe. Recovery. Expand through the rib cage with the inhale, exhale, rib cage shrinks back down. It's not just shoulder breathing, we're expanding through the lungs, through the ribs on the inhale, shrinking back down. Jump rope hula or forward back step or hop. So as I was saying, the more we can mix things up, so now I'm gonna go opposite side with my spin. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is already challenging my brain and body way more than the movement I was doing on my last one. So find those things. I can't tell you how important it is to mix up your exercises for your body. You have someone who runs on the street every day, the same pace, the same way, they're never gonna make those adaptations for their body. This is your forward plank crawl, or you're in that knee in, or you've got burpees. You've got 15 seconds left. So if you were in burpees, take it up just a little bit. Up it, increase it, pack all that energy that you possibly can into it. You've got a water break coming up. Less than 10, stick with it. Oh, less than 3. Grab your waters. Next set, we have a step jump. That step jump also can be done on that same lower surface, keeping that weight forward. If you're not jumping, it's a stand up, tap the back toe, or reverse lunge. Going back into that reverse lunge, standing. Second exercise, squat jump, land and rebound, land, rebound. We'll talk about the difference. Third exercise, plank. Holding that plank, that's your active recovery. We have half jacks, and then we have a chicken kick, push kick, jump switch, push through. What was I saying? Push kick, jump through. So those are your next 5 exercises. At the top, step jump. Now, the step jump is similar to the reverse lunge. So if you aren't available to have like a step or a tire to do the step or the jump, I want you working on your reverse lunge. The reason why they're the same or why they're similar is because we're always keeping that weight to that front leg. I'm tapping back with my back leg. I'm not shifting my weight back. Squat jump, let's talk about it. Versus the jump land stand. Jump land stand, we stand up in between each one and make a deliberate stand before we go into our next squat. Squat jump, there's none of that. I'm still coming all the way straight through my hips, but I'm not stopping the motion. If you're not jumping, it's a quarter squat. Still firing up the legs. Exhale to the top, inhale on the down. You have one active recovery, and it's right now, it's a plank. This is the same as your single leg balance for recovery. Again, we were watching the heart rates kind of float low to mid 80s for exercises 1 and 2. Now I want you to drop those heart rates down, low to mid 70s. And then for exercises 4 and 5, we're gonna pick it back up again. It is so important that we don't run at high level the entire time. Half jacks. I know it gets fun to watch yourself up in that orange, getting all those points, but we have to also remember too much orange can mean too much stress on the body, which means fat storage. So finding those ways to pull ourselves back down so we don't stress ourselves out through the entire workout. And for me, I should be telling myself that, and I am, but listening to it's a different story, so I get you. Chicken kick. It's a push kick, jump switch, kick through. Now, let's say you're not able to jump through, you have knee pressure or lower back discomfort. It is the same leg push kick. I'm not gonna switch legs per set, but what I want is power through those kicks. It is not like a, here, I want push, kick, power through that leg. Someone is coming, running at you, kick them away. Step jump, reverse lunge. So if you have a step at home, let me see if I turn myself this direction. What we want to make sure is that when you step up on that tire, that knee is not coming in. I need the knee to stay wide, just as it would on a reverse lunge. So knee doesn't crash inwards towards that big toe ever, 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 especially when we're putting so much weight on that front leg. Okay, squat jump. Hot cement below you. So if you are jumping, take a big breath in, and as you begin your exhale, double time it. So pick up that pace. Find your why. Why do you pull these videos out every day? Why do you keep moving? Is it stress? Is it trying to maintain weight loss? Is it trying to maintain healthy lean mass so that you burn more calories at rest? Is it because it helps you get through your day? Choose it and find it. Right now is where you're gonna need it. Here's that plank. Breathe. Bring that heart rate back down. Optional sprawl. Superman, Superwoman position. Arms out in front of the head. Set the shoulders down. Brace up the core. Heels slightly closer together than your feet. Feet are about hips distance. Breathe and hold. Half jacks. Half jacks can also be air jacks. They can be a shuffle jack. They can be a step out jack. The whole point with the half jack is, oddly enough, when you're not able to use your arms, you lose a little bit of the momentum and it creates more work for the legs, specifically when you're doing a regular jack or an air jack, because you're not able to use your arms to create that momentum up. Just a different variation, remembering always good to mix it up. Chicken kick. I'm gonna start push kick with my right leg. Kick through with my left. Push kick. All the way through. Side profile. Push kick. Jump kick through. I'm not leaning too far back. That will put pressure on my lower back. The other thing to be careful of, don't lock out the knee when you land. You will hyperextend it, especially as you fatigue a little bit more. Always keep that micro knee bend. Step jump. Okay. Step jump, reverse lunge. That knee. If it helps, Put your hand to the inside of that knee and don't let it come in. How are you going to be able to do that? Use the glute of that front leg. So I have my right leg forward. I'm using my right glute to really pull that knee to the outside 2 to 3 toes. Feeling it get a little bit sore. Exhale, stand. Squat, jump, quarter squats. Hot cement below you. Now, if you're not jumping, you have pressure in the knees, perfectly fine to come right here and work on your quarter squat pattern. Quarter squat just means it's a quarter of your regular squat pattern. Never work through discomfort or pressure in the joints. Inhale down, exhale on the up. Here's the jump. If you're jumping, recover, plank. 2, 1. Other options for your plank. Only mix up your plank if you've got a really solid plank. Anytime we add something to an exercise, if you lose form, if it creates tension in the wrong places, do not do that variation, do the base of the exercise. If you've got a solid plank, you can try a single leg, lifting that leg up. You can try an opposite arm, opposite leg lift in your plank. Okay, half jacks. Here's another one. Here's a cross jack without the arms. So if you're like me, if you've ever struggled with learning the cross jack, I started with just my feet in front of a mirror. That's how I learned the cross jack. Then I added my arms to move with my legs. But since this is a half jack, it's just with the feet. Jacks don't need to be feet all the way out here. This does not need to be a jack. That is immediate knee pressure, small and narrow. Okay, chicken kick. Push kick, kick through. Push kick, kick through. When we land, watch that micro knee bend. If you're not doing the full variation of a chicken kick, remember someone is running at you and you are prepared to kick them away. If this is too high of a kick on the hip flexor, a little bit lower is fine, but keep the engagement. Back to the top. We're getting there, guys. Step jump. Okay, keep that weight forward, whether you're jumping or stepping. I really want you to feel it, back of the leg, front of the leg, and glute. This is set 4, meaning you have this set and 2 more to decide what you need from today's workout. Inhale on the down, exhale on the stand. Watch that front knee, squat jump. Something else I want to add, if you have a circle band and you're working on your jumping pattern and you're not actually jumping yet, that can be a really good way to help pull the knees, give that extra pressure. So you're really utilizing the butt muscles or the glute muscles to pull the knees wider. If you have a band, if not, it works this way too. Inhale and down, or if you've got it, just kidding, plank. 2, 1. Those options. I have a solid plank, I feel comfortable. Opposite arm, opposite leg lift. Controlled. I'm not losing my hips. They're not dropping. I'm not raising them. I see this happen all the time. If you cannot maintain the plank, don't add the single arm, single leg elevation. It's not worth it. Okay, jacks again, half jacks. That means arms down to the side. We have cross jacks, and you know what I haven't shown you yet? Predator jacks. Non-jumping predator jacks. Basically, it's a sumo squat. Draw the knees in towards each other. Here's the jumping variation. Side profile. Looks like this. No power through my arms to get my legs to do that. They're staying in place. Chicken kick. 2, 1. Ask yourself right now, how do you feel? What are your energy levels like? Because you've only got 2 more left. That was silly, off balance. You only have 2 more sets through. Decide where you're at with today's workout. Did you get what you needed, or do you have one last little push that you can push through for the next about 4 minutes of work time, of actual work? Back to the top, step jump, reverse lunges. 1. My recommendation would be, use it on this set right now and let yourself start the cool down process in set 6. But maybe you've got it, you're feeling comfortable, you've got yourself warmed up, you're not feeling any pressure, you still have the energy. Maybe it's a good high energy day. No need to store it and save it for later. I'd rather you use it up effectively now than save it and wish you had used it. Squat jump. I'm gonna go with those of you who are jumping on this set. So let's jump. Soft, soft, soft. What am I doing? Jumping on hot pavement. And I do not want to burn my feet, so it's not a slow, it's leave the ground, rebound, bounce, 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 bounce. Turnover time is as fast as you can turn it over from one repetition to the next, safely and controlled. It's a plank. Sprawl plank, regular plank, single arm or single leg plank. Gecko plank, which is the opposite arm, opposite leg lift. But keep everything squared off towards the ground. Keep the back in alignment. Don't compromise form for added movement. Breathe and hold. Stick with it. We're going to be moving into those half jacks.
3, 2, 1.
I was just trying to have a random thought. I wonder if half jacks could be like this. See the weird things I think about. Okay, half jacks, no. I mean, unless you're, I don't know. That's enough. I don't know where I'm going with that conversation. Here's my half jacks. My arms are still engaged, but they're not creating that power and momentum to leave the ground. My legs are having to do that by themselves, which is the whole point of those half jacks. Okay, chicken kicks. Finishing off set 5. Push, kick through, and follow through. Push, kick, basically, let me show you. I'm finding what that target is, and then I'm push kicking it through. So that's the thought with that top foot. Touch it, find it, kick it. Touch it, find it, kick it. Okay, last time, so I don't trip on this foam roller, let me move it out of the way. We've got step jumps or reverse lunges. Woo! Keep the weight forward. Don't let the weight shift back to that back leg. And I need you to pull everything you possibly can for me out on this last set. That's what I need from you, is to keep moving. If you have to pull it down to a 4 or a 5 and begin your cool down, I'm perfectly fine with that. But don't start to pull it back if you still have something left to give. We have squat jump, land, rebound, soft. Listen to my feet. You can barely hear them hitting the ground because every time I land, I'm driving my hips back to use my hips and my quads and my glutes, the most powerful muscles in my body, to land, not my knees. Which is the biggest thing we get into trouble with those squat jumps. Plank. After this plank, you have 50 seconds left. Your choice how you want to spend those 50 seconds. My recommendation, listen to your body. Your body is telling you to pull it back, pull it back. Your body's telling you, okay, I've got one last little push to spike myself up into that orange safely, then that's where I want you to take it. So half jacks. Let's tear up these last 50 seconds. Arms down. Here's the cross jack variation. Regular jacks. Remember, hip distance. This is not hip distance, even though when you tell women that, they tend to think that their hips are way up here. They're not. Your hip bones straight down from here. So it's about 6 to 8 inches apart with the feet, maybe a foot apart. Keep those arms down. Outside the arms engaged. We have chicken kicks. 25 seconds of work left. If you're in the same side kick, I want you to continue using power. My arms are always up here for protection of my face. This is a kickboxing motion, so I don't want my arms down here. I'm not creating any energy or motivation. Arms are here. Protect the face, protect the shoulders, protect the chest. I'm kicking through with that leg. Powerful kicks. Done. "60 sets is what you completed today. Beautiful work. Nice job. Good way to get through it. Please always feel free to provide us with any feedback we can do to make these easier for you. Take care.